Well, it's just that. I mean, it's what he does. It's how he impacts the game. We allowed him to do that. 10 offensive rebounds is inexcusable. The total, 22nd chance points is you're not going to win a lot of games that way. I didn't like it in the second and third. I thought we were a little disconnected. A lot of guys need to, kind of catch up as far as what we need to do and help us get organized. I think it's just that fine line of playing free, which has been good for us at times, yet now reading the flow. We have a couple of bad possessions, a turnover. We got to make sure we get something concrete. And it's also, getting KP and those guys more comfortable with some of the stuff on the fly, where there's no less thinking rather, and just more playing. He's had some good moments and some bad moments. We're asking him to do a lot. I think there's one area he's got to get his turnovers down. But he made some big plays late to help us stay in the game. So good to see those go. But I think in the middle of that second, third quarter, I think there were several bad possessions, and that's just wasn't just him. That was us as a group.
Talk a lot about how would you assess the game impact considering the typical crowd reaction?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just natural. You have to just deal with it. That's the league. Guys get traded, and there's always that energy when a guy comes back. I think he handled that part fine, and I think he's still working his way back into a rhythm. Missing better part of a month and a half of games. He's played a handful now, but just still getting his legs under. He's not shooting it at, as well as we like, but I think that'll come. And as he gets more comfortable with what we're trying to do offensively, I think that'll make it easier as well.
All right, Coach, we'll move over to Zoom. We'll start with Josh Robbins.
Coach, what did you see as the cause of the problems on your defensive boards? Was it that bigs had to go help and therefore were out of position? Was it just the bounce that Robinson has? Generally, what did you see there?
I think it's a little bit of both. Bottom line is you can't ball watch. A guy like him with Jericho Sims, when the ball goes up, you have to start, getting contact, hitting bodies early. Most of the time, it's a jumping contest. We're not going to win that. So being ahead of the play, I think is important. Reading the fly of the ball. It's not just on the bigs. I think that there's got to be a secondary guy coming in the mix. And then all those loose balls, those long rebounds, our smalls have to come back into the fray and get.
What was your opinion on the decision in terms of shot selection and the decision, I guess, not to drive when your team was down 98-97 and Kuz brought the ball up court?
Well, that's the question you play back in your mind. You take a timeout and let them set their defense, or you got to stop and you go. The thought was to attack, downhill, and I know he settled. He'd hit several in a row. So he's feeling a little bit, but I'd prefer to see him get downhill, maybe get to the line, maybe collapse the defense and generate a paint three.
All right, thank you very much.
Go to Neil.
Hey, Coach, with the standings kind of just being what they are, games winding down, do you consider resting anybody, KP or any of the other veterans tomorrow?
No, I don't. We'll approach this as normal. I know Pope, tweaked his ankle a little bit late, so we'll see how he responds. But, other than that, we'll go in full tilt.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels.
All right, Coach, that is it. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, just offensive rebounding. Mitchell Robinson has gotten better for sure. Looked like he put on some weight, and he has really good instincts where the ball is going to fall. And yeah, it's a lot of those situations. You're out of position as a big, and it's hard on a guy like that that can jump and has enough strength now to get those positions. So he was really good for them, but we definitely have to take some accountability and us big and do a better job going forward. Yeah, we had some good moments, I would say. Then Kuz at the end hit a couple big shots, got us back in the game. And again, we had some decent moments and then some not so good moments. Offense, I feel like was a bit stagnant tonight. Um, and wasn't the prettiest. But you have to also give them credit. They played really well. They played tough, and they were trying to deny. And Robinson was really active with his hands and stuff. So, yeah, credit to them, but we have to get better. Yeah, of course. Our goal is to try to play for the playing tournament and hopefully fight for and get a spot in the playoffs. It's the ultimate goal. So it was definitely an important game. Tough loss. We will get better from this. We have to get better. Um, I think it's in front of us. So we have to do everything in our power as players to make sure we bring it every night and make those steps towards getting better. Yeah, no, I enjoy this. I enjoy playing in MSG, whether it was at home, before or now on the road. It's always entertaining, the biggest stage, and yeah, and then receiving the boos. But it is what it is. It's in the past now, and I love the city. I miss this city a lot. I miss a lot of people here. Uh, yeah, it is what it is. But I really enjoyed my time here, and I only have good memories from this place. Yeah, no, of course. That's this, as I said, this is the biggest stage. We drew up a play. We try to get down three, right? I think, and Hope got a decent look, and then before that, Kuz had a decent look, and he was hot. So, but yeah, no, it's in the flow of the game. It's whatever. So, um, we got ourselves in a decent uh, position to fight to win the game. Just fall short because of what happened before.
All right, KB, we'll switch to Zoom for a few questions. We'll start with Josh Robbins.
KP, your team limited them, excuse me, to 34% shooting. Did you see, apart from the defensive rebounding issues, did you see improvement on the defensive end, and if so, where?
Yeah, I think we did pick it up today compared to the nights before, where maybe our offense was a bit smoother, but then our defense was not as good as we would like to. But tonight we brought it because we have been on a rougher patch now with a few games in a row, and we did pick it up. We brought the energy and we did some good things out there defensively. Just our offense wasn't up to the level that we would like to. Step by step, we have to get there.
All right, thank you, Kristaps.
And we'll take the last question from Neil.
Hey, KP, you played, 12 full minutes of the third quarter last game. You played, almost 10 minutes of the fourth quarter this game. Coach mentioned that there still might be a last, hurdle for you to pass before you're fully cleared. But do you feel that you're essentially built up to the point where you can be fully ready to go?
Yeah, no, I feel good. Of course, I'm pushing to play more and trying to play as much as I can. They allow me, but I'm also being smart and listening to what the medical staff is telling me and following those guidelines. But yes, working my way up and I'm feeling good tonight. I feel good. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have the green light for the back to back and I can get back out there.
Thanks, KP. Safe travels.
Thank you very much.
All right, KP, all set.
Yeah, I got some open looks. But fly. Not simple, obviously. I don't know the complicated situation. I just try to make the best out of it. Get it down 10. Trying to figure it out. Played, solid defensively. Offensively in the second and third quarters, kind of stagnant. That's where they kind of took advantage to those 2 quarters. So I think that was the biggest thing for us, trying to figure it out. Teams are playing this a lot differently now, so it's a work in progress every game. So. I mean, they were, really just trying to make, everyone else try to beat them. Put 2 to the ball, especially on me most of the night. Getting good shots, catching shoots, or anything else, that's what they try to take away. And good job. So, no, not at all. I mean, it's not like it's that. We're just trying to build these habits right now. Figure it out, fly. Try to build winning habits. Hope correspond with win.
All right, Kuz, we'll transition over to Zoom. We'll take a question from Neil.
Hey, Kuz, I think you were just mentioning that, you guys are trying to figure out things on the fly right now. I guess, what are some of the aspects defensively that, are just harder for that to work on the fly?
I mean, from what other teams are doing defensively, I feel like right now, especially for me, I'm in a learning curve situation right now. Past 3 games, I think a lot of teams, they're really focused on, trying to put double bodies on me and making me make reads. And for me, I got to be better, and I got to, understand, that, for me, I have to, get guys open looks, but also try to find that balance of still being aggressive and finding my shots at the same time. So, I mean, I think that's just one thing, but it's good. It's dope. I'm getting better. I'm getting better through it all. So, I'm looking to just continue to watch film and just continue to make the right reads and get better. So, hopefully that helps.
Thanks, Kuz. Safe travels back.
Any other questions for Kuz? All right, Kyle.